Hi, Lillian here, health, fitness and wellness coach, coming to you today to talk to you about 7 reasons why you experience bloating in your stomach. It's a common complaint which a lot of women talk to me about, and something which I've experienced myself. So in this video I'm going to share with you 3 of the 7 reasons why you get bloated. So reason number 1 is poor gut health. Now this is major. For all of us human beings, we have a natural balance of good and bad bacteria in our guts, which is in our intestines, to help break down the food, digest it properly, get maximum nutrients out of the food, etc. Now, if you find that you've got a lot more bad bacteria than good bacteria, this is what's going to contribute towards you receiving or getting bloating. So sometimes taking a course of probiotics will help, other times it won't. There might be an underlying cause. You may have a syndrome like leaky gut syndrome, you might have gut thrush, you might have candida, in which case you need to get that checked out and investigated. Second reason why women in particular experience bloating is due to eating fast. Now often we're all guilty of it. We live in a society where it's fast-paced. You don't have time to sit down or be still to eat. So you're running, you're eating, you're walking, you're eating, you're driving in the car and you're eating, you're on public transport and you're eating. So the food doesn't get that room to digest properly. So what happens is you're eating under stress, your body's producing lots of cortisol, which again is triggering the body to go into that fight or flight syndrome. And therefore your stomach ends up going in knots. Also, if you're eating whilst you're moving, the blood is shunted towards the legs or the arms and away from the stomach. Now the blood needs to be within the stomach muscles in order to break down the food and digest it properly. So if that's not happening, then of course your food is going to be partially broken down, and then you're going to get a lot of wind, a lot of flatulence as well. Also with eating on the go is when you eat in a hurry and you don't chew your food as how the researchers recommend, chewing your food at least 20 times before you swallow it, then you're going to be gulping a lot of air, you're going to be gulping partly eaten food as well, and again that contributes towards bloating as well. And the third reason I'm going to share with you out of the 7 today is because of poor bowel health. Again, it's another major symptom of poor, getting bloating, poor bowel health. Now, some people say to me, well, Lillian, it's normal for me to go to the toilet every 2 days, every 3 days. As one lady said to me, once a week. If that's you, it's not good. Simply because if you imagine our bowels are like pipes, okay, and those pipes are designed to have water flush through them. Now imagine those pipes are blocked up with lots of dirt and yucky stuff, and it's not moving efficiently. The water is stuck, it can't get through those pipes, and what happens over time is that those pipes become smelly because the dirt and all the rubbish in them has blocked it. Same thing with our bowels. If the waste from the food that you've eaten is not moving through the bowels efficiently, it becomes stuck. And if it stays in your bowels for too long, what can happen is water gets withdrawn from the waste matter, starts leaking toxic stuff into your system. And this is where you become lethargic, you become have no energy, you become more stressed, you find that your skin breaks out in rashes or eczema, or your hair becomes dull and dry, your fingernails as well, all sorts of things start to happen. And then you think, oh, maybe it's, because I'm tired or I'm getting old or I haven't drunk enough water. Well, sometimes it's due to poor bowel health. So make sure you eat lots of fibrous fruit and vegetables, drink lots of water as well. Researchers say that ideally, after you've eaten one meal, then your bowel should create a movement to expel the waste from food that you've eaten previously as well. So check it out. Make sure that you are going regularly, at least once a day, to make sure that you have good bowel health. So those are the 3 symptoms that can create bloating. So number 1 is poor gut health. Number 2 is eating fast. And number 3 is poor bowel health. So apply some of the suggestions that I've made and let me know how you get on.